thinking that there should be no inauguration until the matters are settled at the election tribunal. Some have even gone to court to ask the court to stop the inauguration of the people who won the various positions during the election. However, the military and the police have come out to say, see, this is a democracy, and according to our system of democracy, the inauguration will go on as constituted in our constitution until the court gives a verdict. Which then made me think, why does it take so long for the court to come up with a verdict concerning electoral matters? I then remembered that some states have off-cycle elections, and it is because the courts fail to give a verdict in time. And as such, some people were inaugurated and asked to leave office, and some were inaugurated and another election was ordered by the courts. And that's why I have a legal practitioner in the studio, in the person of Choko Chioma, who, is vast when it comes to politics because he was, a player during the 2023 elections, but is also a lawyer, and so is how do I put it now? Would I say vast again? Is vast for this very conversation. Welcome, Choko Chioma.
Thank you, Mr. Kalada. It's always a pleasure to be with you.
All right. So, first of all, the question that has put me in a conundrum: why does it take so long? I hear it's 90 days. I stand to be corrected.
Yes.
Why does it take so long for the election tribunal to come up with a verdict?
Let me say that there is a little argument that is, or understanding that is slightly misconceived.
Okay.
Yes. People tend to believe that election tribunal or election tribunals are not manned by human beings.
Okay.
Or put differently, that election tribunals are not manned by the same persons that are in charge of our judicial systems. So for me, I think it's an argument that we have to redirect our mind and begin to appreciate the fact that it is still the same set of persons. What was merely done by each of the CJs of the states and the CJN, as it were, was a kind of reconstitution of the court, bringing 1, 2, 3 persons, putting them together to adjudicate specifically for election matters. Now, you and I, over time, we've come here to discuss the manner, the style of our judicial system. Part of the reasons for which people do not advance the court is the delay in justice delivery and all that. How do we not think that will not also be replicated in the election tribunal? The same registrars, the same set of persons who have not gone to Germany, who have not gone to the UK to import experts to come and man election tribunals for us. It is still the same set of persons. So why do we expect a different result? Understandably, it is statutorily provided that the period within which election tribunals shall adjudicate upon petition or petitions that have been filed before them, it's a period of 90 days. But then we fail to also consider that there are times circumstances will play out against the statutory provisions.
Really?
Take for instance.
Really?
Yes, of course. You must put those things into consideration.
Okay.
If, let's say, for a tribunal to be competent, that is properly constituted, 3 of the panelists are expected to sit upon a particular sitting, and on the day that is designated or the matter is expected to be called up, and one of the panelists falls sick, what do you expect? We must also have to put all these things into consideration. It is not a statutory thing that it must be delivered, or judgment that is delivered within let's say maybe some days. away from 90 days should be declared invalid. No. But of course, because of the place we have found our nation, the declaration let the front where they find themselves. Yesterday I was in one of the courts here, and the judge was complaining that the nature of the court was such that he was uncomfortable with. That was, in fact, we experienced very unconducive environment. The same thing could be playing out where they are. Who knows? So for me,